Contrary to popular belief, the road to crypto wealth is not filled with wealth. It's actually filled with opportunities that will one day transform into wealth. Meditate on that. Just food for thought. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Grow Rich, Grow Happy. Channel where we follow the breadcrumbs to wealth. Guys, what I want to talk about today, I'm going to have our little Sunday chat today. What we're going to talk about is crypto utopia. In essence, what it takes to retire from your 9 to 5 or just get the freedom, the financial security and freedom that you've always dreamed of. What it takes to do that in cryptocurrency, one of the most volatile markets there ever have been. We're going to discuss that today. We're going to discuss some logic and some wisdom that was passed on to me many years ago that I took in stride. And regardless where you are in your crypto journey, where you are in your finances, where you're starting, regardless where you're starting, we're going to talk about how you can take your position right now, even if you don't have a position. You're going to have to get one. But how you can take that position and you can actually transform that into everything that you've ever dreamed of in your life. So I like to have these little discussions. I love to do it on Sundays or Saturdays. But again, this is how I like to connect with you guys. We're all human here on this channel, and we're all in different spots in places in our life. But ultimately, I believe we all want the same thing. Again, I want to thank all the new subscribers that have signed up. If this is your first time here, consider joining. This is a great community. And just like I just told you guys, here we discuss how to become successful or whatever you deem as successful. But we all walk this journey together. We all put our pants on one leg at a time. And yeah, that's what we do here. So if this is your first time here, consider subscribing. Definitely smash that like button. Drop me a comment. It does wonders for the channel. Check out all of the freebies that's down below as well on some great opportunities and some great cold storage wallets. And above all else, make sure that you hit that bell notification so that you don't miss uh, content when I post it, because I really believe that everything I post is an opportunity. But again, that's up to you guys to decide. So, what am I talking about today? Well, we all know times are hard now. Times are getting rough. So a lot of you guys working 2, 3, 4 jobs just to make ends meet, or just to keep your head above water. Unless you got on a life preserver these days, it's a drowning matter. But what I want to talk about is how to get from point A to ultimately Z, the top of the chain. And what's that going to take? Well, for different people, it's going to take different things. If you notice by the thumbnail, I had a road sign, a road, because I believe all roads lead to something. But what you want it to lead to is going to be ultimately up to you and how far you're willing to go. So that being said, I have $100,000 on that thumbnail for a reason. I have that there because a wise person once told me many years ago that the hardest thing to make is your first $100,000 when it comes to anything. I've heard Warren Buffett say it. I've known people that are extremely successful that I know personally that have told me this. They've said that the first 100,000 is the hardest thing to make. But once you make that 100,000, you simply got to 10x it, and booyah, you have $1 million. So that's the strategy we're going to take today. We're going to talk about that in the sense of 10x. And the reason I want to choose 10x, because I believe what makes crypto so daunting for a lot of people and so frustrating. And I believe this is with the regular stock market as well. I see people work so many years, and then they look at their investments and they may have $100,000, $200,000, and invested, or that they've made in their 401ks, and it's taken them 30, 40 years to make this type of money, and they're just hoping that they can get a fraction of that, that the markets stay in the green, so that when they retire they can have that. And that's, to me, that's just not, it's not logical to me. It was never logical to me. I feel like I'm like on a hamster wheel. I'm doing something every day that I really don't like doing, just to get to the end of my retirement and say, I hope this is enough. Well, with cryptocurrency, you can do that a lot faster. One of the things I've been thinking about, and it hit me, it dawned on me, the reason that a lot of people are so frustrated when it comes to investing in crypto is because they come in with a mentality of the stock market and the 401k, meaning you're just working, you're playing, you're doing what you want day to day, and you don't have to focus on your investments. You're just on a recurring basis. Your employer or whatever is taking out X amount of dollars and is putting it into your 401k, and they're worrying about all of that, and they're sending you your annual report telling you how much you invested, how much you made, how much you lost, and they're sending you that on a yearly basis. So they look at that, it's just a no-brainer, and I don't have to think about it, and I'm going to dream that one day I finally get to retire and take X amount of dollars out. And with crypto, it's a little bit different. Actually, it's a lot different. But the reason people fail in crypto, and I truly believe this, is because they get into crypto with that same mentality, that all I got to do is just dump money in it, go on about my way, continue working my 9 to 5 job. Week come home, read, do what you do, eat with your family, go out, chill out, drink a beer maybe on the deck, party with friends on the weekend. These are the things they think about, and they think that they can take this same mentality that they have from just everyday life and working with their 401ks. They can come into crypto and do the same thing and get the same results. And they tend to think that it's going to take that long to see any type of return on their investments, when along the way they miss out on so many opportunities. And I've talked to many people that get in and they'll come talk to me later and they'll say, these cryptos I invested in, I got in them a couple years ago. I get in now, I'm still don't have any money. That's why I don't like crypto. I hate crypto because of this. And I'll go and I'll review the chart with these people, and I'll say, well, if you look here, I say, when the last time you checked your portfolio? And they'll tell me, like, maybe a year, 2 years ago. I said, do you know how much money you've missed along the way because you're not checking in often on something that's a little bit more volatile? Actually, way more volatile than what you're used to doing. And you're going to make more money. And you can lose, don't get me wrong, you can lose a lot of money too by not doing that. So when they find that out, it still leaves a bad taste in their mouth, because, like, man, you mean tell me I got to babysit this stuff? And I'm like, that depends on what you consider babysitting. It's not babysitting if it's something that can free you in 1 to 4 years. It's nothing, to me, that's not babysitting. That's a vacation. So I say, to get to that, we need to concentrate on 10x's. 10x's. That's it. Regardless if you're starting with $1,000 or regardless if you're starting with $10,000, if you concentrate on just making 10x's and all of your investments in crypto, then I believe you can keep a level head, and before you know it, you'll reach that $1,000. I mean, that thousand if you're playing with less than that, 10,000 if you're playing with more. But eventually, the goal is to reach $100,000. Set that goal. That should be your goal. For those of you starting with $1,000, your goal should be 10,000 off your investments. Your goal, especially this bull market, this crypto cycle we're in right now, What you're starting at right now, you should be looking at goals of if you got starting with $10,000, your goal should be making at least $100,000. Anything above that is a bonus. If you're starting with $1,000, you should, say my goal is to at least make $10,000, and that's the way I look at it. If you do it that way and you chip away at it and continue to follow the breadcrumbs of wealth that I keep showing you guys and sharing with you, every time I come to you, I'm coming to you with an opportunity. This video right here I'm making right now, at the end of the day, this is an opportunity of those of you who choose to take it. The problem is so many people don't take advantage of these opportunities, which is why I always like to come back and show you guys price charts that I've done maybe 2 weeks ago, 2 days ago, 4 days ago, as you've seen recently. And I like to go back to these videos and show you, and I'm not doing that to gloat or anything. I'm doing that to show you what taking advantage of an opportunity can get you. That's not to say everything I show you is going to be successful. It's not saying that. Again, I don't have a crystal ball. I don't. But what I do have an eye for is opportunity, and I'm trying to teach you guys how to do the same. I'm going to jump over here to this to the crypto charts, and I want to show you something right quick, because for those of you starting out, don't worry about the next person's wallet for one and how much they got. Only thing you can concentrate on is your own wallet. We can't compare ourselves to people who've been doing something longer or who've been fortunate enough actually to have a little bit more money to invest. That's how you go wrong right away, because it can make you start feeling jaded before you really should feel jaded. So I'm over here and I'm on Coin Market Cap. Actually, I want to start over here at Crypto Bubbles, and I look at Crypto Bubbles. Reason I'm on Crypto Bubbles because I'm looking at all of these opportunities right here. And again, I've already shown you guys how you can do this. You can go down as far as way down the list, 901 to 1,000 tokens out there. Of course, the further down on the list that you go is more opportunities, but with more opportunities also comes more risk. So if you look at this, and the reason I want to show you guys this, because I want to show you what it takes. You got $1,000 or $10,000. Again, the difference in the amounts of money you start with is all about just how many tokens or coins you can buy. Just like in the stock market, it just means more shares you can buy. The difference is in crypto, it's going to move a lot faster. So you can't just dump money in it and walk away. I can't tell people, and I can't I can't explain it no other way. That's the biggest reason I see so many people um, fail in the crypto market. They dump money in and then they just disappear, and they don't have the motivation or the drive to stay up on their investments. I can't tell you how much money I've been moving around and investments I've been moving around just the last couple of weeks because I want to get things right. I have a goal in my head of how much money I want to make this bull cycle, and that's going to require not getting married to my tokens. I'm not married to any of my tokens in my bag. What I mean by that, for all my new investors, everybody here is no secret. I love Casper. I love Casper token. I told you guys I got over $50,000 in Casper token, which is 300,000 tokens at the making of this video. But, but don't get me wrong, and I'm not married to that bag. I'm just highly bullish on what it can do, and I have plans on. I have a plan for each token that I hold and how much I'm going to take out in profit. Well, if something was to happen right now with Casper and their project or the development team or something that didn't give me a warm fuzzy going forward in the future, I would make an adjustment in the amount that I hold, because I'm not budging from my goal that I've set, and you guys shouldn't either, regardless what you're holding. I used to hold an exorbitant amount of Shiba Inu back in the day. And I told you guys this. I had 800. thousand Shiba Inu, and I just wasn't comfortable with holding that amount of money in a meme token. I got sick of playing the wishing game. I hope, or I hope that hey, as soon as it reach a penny, I'm just gonna be a gazillionaire. These are things I was going off of hopium without having some strong facts to back it up. And this is what I mean. So I'm gonna go over here real quick while we over here, and I'm gonna jump over here. We're gonna jump over to Coin Market Cap. And I'm going to show you something right quick. 62. We're moving up fast, guys. We're moving up fast. All of this is bullish signs for crypto. We're at 62 in the fear and greed. Bitcoin's doing well, pushing toward this all-time high again. Things are looking good, which means there's not a lot of time to make your money stretch. Like $1,000 would have got you way more tokens of your favorite token about 2 or 3 weeks ago than it will today, considering the price. This is why I'm talking about you have to stay up on your investments because the prices can change, which can mean your money can go a lot further, which helps you in the end. So I'm going down here and I'm gonna use something like a Shiba Inu. And the reason I'm gonna use a Shiba Inu because it's a trap that a lot of people fall into when it comes to messing with meme tokens. So with Shiba Inu, I'm gonna have to go out. I'm gonna go out for the all time. I'm gonna go here. I've been in Shiba Inu since where's this at? 2021. I started buying Shiba Inu probably around right around here. January. Yep. Around nope, actually a little bit more. Around February, March. Around March of 22. I started loading up on Shiba Inu. I started loading up because again, I didn't understand the cycles of crypto and I didn't understand that we had already passed some major news with the whole bull cycle and the halving of the crypto. We had moved past all of this when Shiba Inu was really at the height. We had moved past this and then we was right here. And I'm stacking up. I'm stacking up on Shiba Inu, which is not a bad thing. It wasn't a bad thing for me to be stacking on it because, I was very bullish on the token. I'm still very bullish on the token. But I didn't, I didn't really have, I wasn't logical with the whole thing. I just thought that, this token is going to go to a penny. Boom. I'm wake up one day, I'm looking at a wallet. It's over. I just hit the lottery. It's like I just bought the winning ticket in the Powerball. Not realizing that this is not going to happen. It's impossible for it to happen where we are right now with, for one, the circulating supply being over like 500 and something trillion. It wasn't possible. I didn't understand crypto like that. So I was again hoping on something that I didn't really have any true facts on besides what I was hearing on the internet. I didn't really do any strong research. So me just trying to get a 10 or 12x out of it, I got a lot of money out of Shiba Inu and I didn't cash out because in my head, my goals was way out there. It was actually a little bit too high. And this is what I don't want to happen to you guys, whether it be, let me find one, whether it be something we've talked about. Even at Aerodrome, we're gonna go over here. We're gonna look at Aerodrome Finance. Even at Aerodrome Finance, and Aerodrome Finance is doing phenomenal right now. It is 94 cent, guys. When it dropped down to 40 cent, I know a lot of you guys took advantage of that. But what I want to share with you guys is there's nothing wrong with getting a 10x. And when I say 10x, I want you to take that with a grain of salt and mean that I mean like a 7 to 10x, 7 to 10x. Because you remember, what is your goal? If you're starting with little money, like maybe $1,000, not that that's little money, but shoot for 10,000. And then when you get that 10,000, you don't pull that 10,000 out and say, you know what, now I'm going to go splurge. I'm crypto rich. You don't do that. You remember, what's your long-term goal? A lot of you are, it's probably to retire earlier, just have things paid off with this, especially with the interest rates and now what's going on. You want to just get money to pay things off. But do that in a way that you're not going to fall on your face. And the best way I can say that is you want to get a 10x. at least a 7 to 10x in each token. So if you got maybe a Aerodrome Finance, and then you got a number of those you don't put money in. And I'm not gonna break it all down right now. Again, I'm going off of just something I wanted to really, say to you guys, and just I don't think it really needs breaking down. I think you guys can understand where I'm coming from when I say this 10x. But if you got $1,000 and you manage to get maybe 5 tokens with that $1,000, your goal should be at least trying to take that $1,000 and turn it into 10,000. So you want to do it with the tokens where you pretty much feel you have the best chance to do that, which is going to require work on your part. So I'm gonna pull up a Casper as well. I'm gonna pull up a Casper. We're gonna look at how far $1,000 can get you with maybe a Casper. Again, it's all about timing when you buy, and how you get into this, because you remember you ain't got much to play with. Ideally, if you got 10,000 to play with, your chances of making 100,000 is way easier. Way easier. Why I say 1,000 again? Why I say $100,000? Because once you get to that $100,000 and maybe you pull that money out and you sit there and you wait, make sure you get enough so you can cover taxes as well. And depending on how long you hold those tokens, then you just got a 10x $100,000. And you got to realize $100,000, it's a shorter stretch to 1 million than it is from 10,000 to 1 million. So you just want to stop halfway. I mean, depending on the trip that you're taking, road trip that is, you can't make that in one trip. You're gonna have to stop and get some gas. Or if you're in a Tesla or something, you have to stop way sooner than you would have to stop to get gas. Got to wait a while. It's the same mindset when it comes to cryptocurrency and actually any investment, but I choose cryptocurrency because what you can do in cryptocurrency in a short amount of time is impossible anywhere else besides hitting a lotto number or doing something illegal. It's not going to happen. So my message is go for the 7 to 10x on each token. That's how you keep from getting wrecked. That's how you keep from getting wrecked. And I'm going to use this. Actually, I'm going to go back here. I want to see something here. And again, I always show you guys stuff with Bitcoin. I'm going with the all-time high. And won't you see these peaks here? What was this one? 18. That was the peak before it started coming down. Where we at now? Oops. Come on, man. Hold on. Yep. Then you got the next one, 21. What you're seeing here, these high peaks right here, 21. Where we at now? 24. What you're seeing with these peaks is when things are reaching the top of the top before they start coming down. Ideally, you want to get in. And this, I'm using Bitcoin, but remember, Bitcoin drives the market, so you want to get in all these other tokens before Bitcoin hits these peaks right here, because when it hit these peaks, and by the way, it hasn't hit its peak yet, but before it hit those, if you get in before then, you have your chances of making the most insane, and when I say insane, profits. So it's going to require some effort on your part. It's going to require some effort, but not only effort, it's going to require also looking at your bags often, moving things around. Moving things around. I should be coming with a exit strategy list this week. I believe this week. Yeah, I should be coming with it this week, or if not this week, next week for certain. I'm just looking it over. But what you want to do is be checking it, see how it's moving. That doesn't mean just jump out just to jump out, but I don't think this is a good time to be taking a risk on a lot of the tokens that you don't have facts to back up why this token is going to give you that 7 to 10x. And I'm using 7 to 10x, but again, like the Spectra AI and those I talk about going to 100x, yes, that's insane. But things didn't work out, what would you be comfortable with? It needs to be something. You need to start with 7 to 10x and saying, you know what, 7 to 10x, I'm pulling out 80 to 90% of my money, because again, my long-term goal is maybe to retire, maybe to pay off debt, Maybe it's just to sleep comfortably at night with no financial burdens on me. That is the goal. So that's what I want you guys to do. Your goal at the end of the day is 100,000, and I feel like that's a nice goal for everyone in crypto. It's a lot of them. A lot of us out here we're above that, but we didn't start there. We didn't start there at all. Trust me. So if your goal is just that, then you can start working on that million. And I'm going to do a video on that as well. How to get to a million. The mentality you have to have. I could come up here. I could show you a whole bunch of tokens. I could show you all kind of tokens to try and get there. But that's just going to make you go out and invest in these tokens. Just throw money in investments. When even if you throw money in at these investments that I tell you to get into, if you don't have the right mentality, you're still not going to make it. You're going to pull out. You're going to pull out when things not looking right. You're going to say, you know what? I know Mr. Forsyth said this is a token, and I'm trying to reach $100,000 or $10,000, but I'm pulling out because someone just told you what to buy. You need to have some facts behind it. This is why I always say do your own research. This is not financial advice. This is mindset advice, what I'm telling you guys. Trust me on this. Only a few of y'all is going to make it to where we always talk about crypto utopia. But I guarantee if you change this and you get your mindset right, you'll get there. You'll get there. But we can't be greedy. And I'm starting to preach that more now about being greedy because I've seen it get wrecked. And now I'm doing a lot of moving around in my own portfolio because I'm adopting I don't want to be greedy. And being greedy means you're taking a lot more risk than you really should be taking on. So to not be greedy, you need to at least say, okay, if I just wanted a 7 to 10x and I want to reach this goal, what is it gonna take? You remember, this is not the end of crypto. This is the beginning. This thing about to be huge. Crypto about to be huge. You still have another cycle coming around. You don't become that thousandaire or that millionaire this time. If you take what I'm telling you with your mindset and you work on that, you'll set yourself up to where this next cycle that come around, you're there. And for a lot of you, it'll be this cycle. I'm gonna be honest with you. Because what it takes for one person to retire and just really and feel like, that the world is their oyster and they can enjoy life, it may not take that much for this next person to do that. It just depends on you, but it starts with your mindset. It all starts with your mindset. It's like I said in the beginning. The road to crypto wealth is not filled with wealth, but it's filled with opportunities that one day will transform into wealth. So, guys, I just wanted to bring you that for our Sunday talk. You guys let me know down below what you think. And what's the number, you guys? I would love to hear from you guys. What's the number in your head that you're going for? What number are you going for in this cycle that we're in right now? How much do you want to make? And don't give me that whole, I don't really have a number. Have a number. You need to have a number. So if you mind sharing that down below, let me know. To the next one, guys, I'm out.